the Right Honorable Prime Minister of Mauritius, the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Education, Honorable Ministers and Deputy Ministers from African countries, distinguished representatives, and participants. Thank you for inviting me to take part in this important event. At the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, we are guided by the belief that everyone deserves to live a healthy and productive life. For many years now, our work has thus been focused on vital, sustainable development goals like improving global health, ending hunger and malnutrition, and achieving gender equality. We have recently expanded our work in global education because we know that if the world does not ensure the education of its children, in particular, the foundational skills of reading and math, we will not be able to break intergenerational cycles of poverty and inequality. I have 2 daughters, both of whom did their primary school in Kitwe and Lilongwe. When they first started to read, I was thrilled to see a whole new world opening up to them, new stories and ideas, and greater understanding of themselves and the world. As a parent and as a development professional, it is devastating to know that as a result of the pandemic, a whole generation of children is still waiting to have these doors open to them. COVID has set us all back. In addition to the overwhelming loss of life and livelihood, it has also been the worst education crisis in history. The recent reading panel report in South Africa showed that an average 10-year-old in 2021 knows less than the average 9-year-old did in 2019. And 90% of children in sub-Saharan Africa are not able to read a simple passage with understanding by the age of 10. The Born to Learn Spotlight Report, launched today by UNESCO, the African Union, and ADEA, calls for us all to focus our efforts to address this crisis by prioritizing the basic skills of reading and math in primary school. The good news is that we know how to teach reading and math. Research from this continent shows that children learn best when taught with a structured approach that leverages phonics and is targeted at their level. We also know from successful programs like Tusome in Kenya that progress at scale is possible when teachers are supported to use these best practices. We also know that we must measure what matters, including the specific sub-skills that ensure children are reading with understanding. It's encouraging that partners like the UNESCO Institute for Statistics are now offering new methodologies to support improved national assessment systems measuring these essential skills. I'm also inspired to see that some countries are already taking up this challenge and committing to action. President Bio of Sierra Leone led the way at the Transforming Education Summit last month in New York, and President Ramaphosa of South Africa has committed that by 2030, all children must be able to read with meaning by age 10. Several countries have also been instrumental in the preparation of the foundational literacy and numeracy track for this conference, and civil society organizations like Human Capital Africa and the PAL Network are championing efforts to put foundational learning on the agenda at the global and national levels. This triennial is an important opportunity to come together to share learnings on evidence-based solutions, to take action to scale these efforts, and to reinforce our collective commitments to improving reading and math outcomes for all children in Africa. Thank you, and I wish you fruitful discussions in the days ahead.